Yo, what up everybody, welcome back to another reaction, nigga. Hey, that's why John Wick versus the Punisher isn't even close. I know why it isn't close, but who is it? Who's the winner? Let's get
John Wick versus the Punisher. Two of the most skilled fighters on Earth. Two expert hitmen. Two legendary gunmen. Both one-man armies.
I think John Wick definitely got
it. The fight between the two of them. Well, who's ultimately coming out on top? Who's gonna win here? Let's break it down. John Wick.
John Wick definitely got it.
Ultimate hitman. Just a legendary guy down in the underworld. And even though he managed to get out of the life once, did it for love, was eventually dragged back in when some little Russian prick stole his car and killed his dog.
Yeah, like, that's actually crazy.
Well,
like, what the little dog do? I didn't kick that little nigga to
got out
too.
of hand.
I think it got it.
Still, John could handle it.
I think
that speaks to really how good he is.
I think it don't care.
John's strong enough to go up against almost anyone, and has legitimately sent people flying backwards with his punches and kicks. He's also definitely no stranger to fighting against bigger, stronger guys. He even fought against a world-class sumo wrestler, or a guy at the very least who was a promising up-and-comer. And then when he fought against 7'4" Boban Marjanovic,
I think it's 7 foot.
John beat him to death with a book. Definitely one of the more humiliating ways that John's killed someone. I don't know which one's worse, getting taken out with a pencil or a library book. I mean, both.
I forget that nigga do that. You could imagine somebody doing that to you. Nah, nigga put the pencil in there and guess all his weight. Yes.
What's worse, getting taken out with a pencil or a library book? I mean, both are bad. Both are real bad. What's even worse, though, is that John just casually puts it back after he's done.
Break that nigga neck.
Well, don't need this anymore. I guess I better check it back in. So, bottom line, John's strong. He's also really tough. His suit is actually bulletproof, meaning he's able to take all sorts of shots and keep on going. He's taken some pretty big falls and tumbles before. Punches and kicks don't seem to have any effect on him. He's like the Terminator. Just picks himself up and keeps on going and going and going.
Nah, I know after a movie that nigga buddies be finished. Like in real life.
You even create a whole category here just about all the car crashes
like real life,
that John has been in.
In this universe,
like, you shouldn't be able to get hit by a car and walk it off that easily.
Just lay down.
You really shouldn't.
Just sleep forever.
But that's just the world that we live in here. John Wick is immune to car crashes. Also, I guess immune to being thrown off buildings. But don't worry, the metal railings slowed him down. Wait, are we sure that John is even human?
Nah, you gotta be a super soldier.
Top it all off, John isn't just borderline superhuman. He's also gotta be one of the best fighters I've ever seen. He's more of a grappler than anything else, but works in stuff like judo, Krav Maga, and jiu-jitsu to take down pretty much everyone he's come across. Seriously, it feels like almost every single assassin out there has taken their shot at John over the course of these 4 movies. They've all failed. His go-to move is just to flip people around and get them on the ground, and then proceed to shoot them in the head. Which, I mean, hey, simple enough. It works. Why change it? Keep it simple. And if John doesn't have any guns handy, well, he can kill a guy with pretty much anything else, so not really that big of a deal. And plus, John always has guns handy, so what are we even talking about? He's insanely accurate, is just constantly hitting headshots like it's nothing.
Yes.
He can take out guys in an instant. If John is coming at you with a gun, you're basically already dead. Not even bulletproof armor can keep you safe. Seriously, these guys are trained fighters, wearing the best armor that money can buy, top-grade stuff, legitimately bulletproof stuff, and John still just plowed through them with guns. The man is the best, and John still just plowed through them with...
And he slit the nigga through the neck, and then he proceeded to shoot that nigga 3 more times in his neck. Come on now. Overkill much? That's why that nigga's running the bullet so fast.
The man is the best there is. He's a living legend. Put it simply, he's the Baba Yaga. Frank Castle was a reconnaissance marine.
Eventually,
he was chosen along with numerous other American Special Forces to become part of a special Black Ops program dubbed Cerberus. Eventually, Frank left the program, and due to his knowledge of its illegality, his family was gunned down. And thus, the Punisher was born. After being a Marine for years, Castle was in the prime of physical condition. Crazy strong, fast, and tough. He was able to overpower Daredevil in their fights. He was able to generally ragdoll normal fighters around all the time. Punisher even gave a decent beatdown to Kingpin. Frank is also surprisingly fast during a fight. He's able to evade gunfire, keep up with Daredevil in a fight, instantly disarm thugs. Punisher is even able to gun down several men in an instant, even though all those guys had their guns already trained on him. But where Punisher truly shines has to be his durability and endurance. This guy is just the ultimate damage sponge. He's soaking up all the punishment that one man can endure and still going. He took a beatdown from Daredevil, took a beatdown from Kingpin. He was tortured by the Irish mob and fought right afterwards. Was tortured again to the point where it looks like he was run over by a train and still fought right afterwards. He's regularly able to shrug off bullets or cuts and stabs and then go on to kill everyone else around him. And as a former U.S. Marine with years of experience, Castle is an extremely skilled, formidable, fierce, and lethal martial artist and hand-to-hand combatant, making him one of the most dangerous and best fighters on the planet. He was able to keep up with Daredevil, one of the best martial artists in the MCU, during their 2 fights. He was able to beat up John Pilgrim in an absolutely brutal fight, a highly skilled and lethal fighter. And on top of that, Punisher's able to completely fodderize most of the people he goes up against, clearing whole rooms of men, taking down several of them in quick succession or killing people in seconds. Even beating...
Nah, you could imagine him with weights? Nah, you could imagine that?
In quick succession or killing people in seconds. Even beating several trained assassins or highly skilled killers at once, all by himself. A former scout sniper, Punisher is also an extremely skilled and accurate marksman, with tremendous expertise and experience in handling many types of firearms, including pistols, revolvers, automatic rifles, shotguns, submachine guns, sniper rifles, machine guns, or even grenade launchers. Due to his military training, Castle is a deadly shot and adheres to his unit's philosophy of one shot, one kill. He's able to take down
and in that area of expertise, he definitely has John Wick in that. Yeah, he definitely does. Nah, John Wick, that he does get like one-shot kills, but nah, that ain't his play. Nah, I gotta make sure. I think he just let it go.
Gangs and whole groups of people with military precision, easily plowing through other highly skilled soldiers and killers, even taking down whole death squads all by himself. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, these are 2 of the world's greatest soldiers and killers, both born and bred to slaughter. I mean, the Punisher managed to kill 187 people across his different MCU appearances, while John Wick has killed a total of 439 people. Granted, John's been in more movies, but it's clear that both of them are absolute killing machines. Now, when it comes to physicality, they're really evenly matched. I mean, we've seen Punisher do some absolutely crazy stuff. Go up against Kingpin, snapping necks, ragdoll around grown men. He's an absolute menace in a fight. He's got that dog in him for sure. But John is also ridiculously strong. He can throw around grown men, send people flying back with punches and kicks, and has also routinely been able to snap necks during fights. Even just being able to kill someone with a pencil is a crazy strength feat.
Oh my.
But you gotta give the edge to Punisher.
That's crazy.
The man is stronger than most, and he's got no problem using that to his advantage in fights.
Really slide a nigga head
Both
into
of
the
them are
skull.
also very, very fast. Now, Punisher gets some great scaling when it comes to speed. Gunning down 6 men an instant, even though they all had their guns trained on him, or even fighting against Daredevil. And he's just routinely aim dodging and moving around other skilled marksmen. But the problem is, Frank also kinda fights like a man possessed, and just empowered with pure blind rage.
Yeah, for real.
Meaning he doesn't really utilize his speed while in a fight.
Oh my.
Meanwhile, John is probably just as fast too. He's routinely aim dodging bullets and getting out of the way gunfire. He's also probably one of the fastest fighters in his universe. Speed is pretty much just a toss-up. Now, when it comes to durability, both of these guys' durability is just off the charts.
Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
amount of punishment that we've seen the Punisher.
Now, the Punisher being through some punishment, I ain't gonna lie, John Wick though. I think it drop off a building though. I need a real while he's going now. I need a metal cover. Canopy or whatever you want to call it. While he's going, I need to hit the floor. I ain't gonna lie. I think that nigga John Wick got it. He has to.
Sure, take, yet not die and still keep on going. He's absolutely insane. He's just an absolute damage sponge. Pretty much nothing is taking Frank down, and nothing is going to stop him from killing you. And you can definitely say the same thing for John Wick here. He's literally just come back from death itself in order to keep on killing. He's survived with ridiculous falls. Being hit by speeding cars pretty much doesn't faze him, because he's wearing ridiculous bulletproof armor. Well, Wick can repeatedly be shot and keep going. Nothing is stopping him. So durability is pretty much a toss-up, just because they're both able to take pretty much every single attack
can't really
that
give that
comes
to
their
one person.
way. So it's kind of hard to compare style versus style when it comes to these
That's
two.
a good follow-through hook.
But if you take a look at how they fight, well, John is much more smooth and suave with it. He's purposely deflecting attacks and then going for the kill. Each movement is incredibly efficient and purposeful. On the other hand, Punisher does get scaling from Daredevil off the high end, which is a huge boost for him. But he's also operating off mostly just blind rage.
It does look like he's getting whiplash every punch, but nigga eating them though. Can't give him that.
But he's also operating off mostly just blind rage. I mean, he clearly knows how to block and dodge and everything, but in fights he's more of a bull, just rampaging through everyone and relying on his strength and durability to carry him through. And since Frank holds a pretty nice strength edge over John Wick, well, that could work out for him. But Wick has just proven time and time again that he's a better fighter than you. He's a better fighter than everyone. And I'm going to say he's a better fighter than Punisher, too.
Yeah.
But this isn't going to come down to a hand-to-hand fight. Because that's not how either of them fight. They're always going to go guns first. They're both one-man wrecking crews. Both of these guys are incredible shots, able to take on...
Because two of them taking a headshot, two of them are done. Because they don't wear no helmets or anything, so...
Whole armies of people wipe out whole death squads all by themselves. I don't think it's possible to definitively say which one of them is the better shot, because I think both of them could make any shot that you asked of them.
Which one is the fastest with the gun?
Is that with John Wick? Well, Wick has a lot of experience taking down dudes in complete bulletproof armor and still killing them. The kind of experience...
All he needs is one headshot, and then nigga's out of there.
The Punisher...
Nah, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga might be a super soldier, though. The Punisher might be a super soldier. Nah. He's a super soldier. Wait. Flip. Stop, that nigga's Goju. Sure he ain't, nigga? I ain't gonna lie. Who would win that though? All two of them literally just need one shot to the head and then They're done. They're over with, man. But who's gonna make that shot first?
Hasn't shown us. Not saying that Punisher can't do it. I bet he could if he was put in a similar situation. But John killing people with bulletproof armor and doing it consistently and making it look so easy,
that nigga leg more
that puts him in a slight class above.
Nah, that shotgun. This shotgun seems.
That John Wick has bulletproof armor.
That whole sequence.
And you gotta give the edge to him here. So who wins? Well, these are two highly trained soldiers.
Two of them get one.
Extremely effective killers.
No.
But it looks to me like John Wick is just better than the Punisher.
See that nigga? I called it.
Really counts at fighting and killing. He's more skilled.
That Dragon Red shotgun. That seems tough too.
He's better with guns.
That overshot dude.
And I'm gonna say that he puts down Punisher more times than not. John Wick wins. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. You stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video. That's amazing.
Alright. Hey, well that's it for the video, nigga. Hope y'all niggas enjoy. Comment on y'all thought was gonna win. Other than that, peace on this y'all niggas in the next one. No kizzy, nigga.